to handle big men. So this is going to be an interesting fight for Bakole in the first half of the fight with the power and size. In the second half of the fight, it should favor Joseph Parker.
And here's something that's going to shock you. You wonder, how can someone be so big and yet be so active? What does this man eat? Well, he's a lifelong vegetarian. How many carrots can you eat to get to 310?
What is he dipping those carrots in? ranch dressing.
He dips them in gravy, maybe. Either way, Martin Bakole, the boogeyman of the heavyweight division. Nobody wanted to face this guy, or so we thought, until Joseph Parker said, bring him on. And here he is, fresh off an Ethiopian Airlines flight from the Congo. Got in at 2 a.m. this morning.
That's incredible, man. 48 hours, and here he is on the big stage.
And now making his entrance to the ring, welcome Lupe Soleil Laole Ole Maliatoa Big Joseph Parker.
When you look at resumes, it's hard not to be impressed by what Joseph Parker has done. He has wins over Andy Ruiz, Derek Chisora, Deontay Wilder, Zhilei Zhang. That stacks up with pretty much anyone in the division. His only losses have come to Anthony Joshua, Dillian White, and Joe Joyce, but those fights seem ages ago. This is a new fighter, and he's at the peak of his powers.
Yeah, reinvented by Andy Lee, man. I don't know, rejuvenated. Something happened, but since he hasn't taken those physical beatings, he only been stopped one time. That was in a late fight against a big puncher in Joyce. He has what you needed to have as a heavyweight. He has the size, he has the speed, he has the power, now he has the trainer.
And he's got a great strength and conditioning coach as well, George Lockhart, who said basically, look, he's humongous right now. He's got all this extra power and extra weight behind him, but unlike most people, he's not going to gas out. His conditioning is the best it's ever been.
And you could tell, man, he looks big, he looks muscular. Normally, you know, he's a big guy, but now he looks muscular, like you put on that heavyweight size. And he's going to need it against these giants in the heavyweight division. He was preparing for Daniel Dubois, another 6'6" giant. Well, he has another 6'6" beast in Martin Bakole.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the co-featured attraction tonight, presented by Riyadh Season and the General Entertainment Authority, with Frank Warren for Queensbury Promotions, Eddie Hearn for Matchroom Boxing, Bob Arams Top Rank Incorporated, Gold Star Promotions, Ben Shalom for Boxer Promotions, and Sella, sponsored by the Saudi Tourism Authority, Saudi National Bank, STC, Dr. Suleiman Al Habib Medical Group, Saudi Airlines, New Muraba Development Company, Tawunia, Hunger Station, Lucid Motors, and Al Tanfidi. Special thanks, ladies and gentlemen, to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia and the custodian of the two holy mosques, King Salman bin Abdulaziz Al Saud. His Royal Highness, Prince Mohammed bin Salman, and the Chairman of the General Entertainment Authority, His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh. Sanctioned by the WBO, President Gustavo Olivieri. Supervised at ringside by the British Boxing Board of Control, steward in charge, Matt Harris. The three judges scoring: from England, Howard Foster; from Australia, Adam Height; and from the United States, Don Trella. In charge of the action at the bell inside the ring, World Championship veteran referee, Steve Gray. And now, from the ANB Arena, Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, a special attraction, 12 rounds of boxing for the interim WBO Heavyweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, Fighting out of the blue corner, the challenger. Wearing blue and red, official weight 310 pounds. His professional record in 22 bouts, 21 victories, including 16 wins by knockout, only 1 defeat. He currently holds the WBO International Heavyweight Championship. That title not on the line tonight. He is the heavyweight fighting pride of all Africa from the Democratic Republic of the Congo. He is the WBO #2 ranked heavyweight in the world, Martin bakole. And across the ring, his opponent fighting out of the red corner, wearing red with black, official weight 267 pounds. As a professional, 38 fights, 35 victories, 23 wins by knockout with 3 defeats. From South Auckland, New Zealand, he is the reigning WBO interim heavyweight champion, former heavyweight champion of the world, Lupe Solea La'aole Ole Malahato, Big Joseph Parker.
Okay, boys, if I call break, expect you to take a step back. No deliberate punches around the back of the head. Protect yourselves at all times. Touch gloves. Good luck, fellas.
Can Martin bakole basically get off an airplane, take a shower, put on his trunks, and beat Joseph Parker? Or can the man from Auckland, New Zealand continue his rise towards a shot at the world heavyweight champ? Parker versus bakole.
Seconds out, round 1.
Expect fireworks in the opening round. Here we go. Boy, bakole looks massive.
He's like a mountain, and he's not going to move from that center of the ring. He's not going to go looking for Joseph Parker. It's Parker who's going to have to box circles around him and try to set up overhand rights.
Martin weighs almost 50 pounds more than Parker, who's at a career-high 267.
Yeah, that was intentional for Joseph Parker. He was doing carb loading this week to get up even more in weight. He wanted to be heavy coming into the fight with Daniel Dubois, and they still feel the same way about this fight against Martin bakole. You know, the plan, Sergio, for Parker is just to box early. They know that bakole's probably got 4 or 5 good rounds left in him. They want to box, stay away from some of those power shots, and they feel like the second half is where they can take over.
It's long power shots, too. Parker has, he usually dips down to the right side, and bakole loves punching to that right side, and he has long arms. He's going to have a 6-inch reach advantage, so Parker can't get lazy against this guy. It doesn't look like he's doing much because he's not. He stays in the middle of the ring, but he does have long power, quick punches. And a sneaky uppercuts as well, as Jared Anderson found out.
Yeah, bakole doesn't even have to throw hard to hurt you.
No, he doesn't step into punches. He gets his power from these arm shots. You've seen that with heavyweights before. I mean, George Foreman famously did it. Vitaly Klitschko threw a lot of arm punches, but Martin bakole just kind of lets those hands go without putting much of his legs into them.
Just inching forward is bakole. Try not to waste any energy. Chris, what kind of shape are you hearing that bakole is in?
He's 315 pounds.
Okay.
Now, he was doing some training when he was back in Scotland. He was in the Congo because he was getting a visa squared away because he was planning to train in the U.S. in preparation for this fight that was scheduled against Efe Ajagba on the undercard of the Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney doubleheader that's being planned for May. So he'd been in the gym somewhat over the last month or so, but nowhere near any kind of training.
Good jabs there by Parker. Anytime that bakole tries to unleash that long jab, he comes back with 2 or 3 jabs just to pop him back. That's really smart because he keeps the big man on the back foot, and big men hate being pushed back.
We saw Parker pretty dominant against Zheli Zhang, but then The big left hand would touch him, and down he'd go. He would drop twice in that fight.
Yeah, because like I said earlier, Parker dips down to the same side, so it's only a matter of time for someone to figure him out. Bakole's smart enough to figure him out the longer this fight goes. So it'll serve Parker right to start dipping to the left side, not just the right.
There's a right hand from Bakole.